All right, everyone. Remember when the FBI and other groups used to call you a conspiracy theorist if you said that Joe Biden had anything to do with Hunter Biden's business dealings? Well, we've got some images of him with Chinese executives now, and Joe Biden happens to be in them. Conspiracy theorist. In other words, you mean objectively correct. 90% of the time I've noticed that if you're labeled a conspiracy theorist, it's because you're right. Now, there are certain conspiracies I don't believe in. For instance, we did land on the moon. It is possible to do so. The moonshot did actually happen. It's actually the case. Bigfoot may exist. Maybe that's a conspiracy. I'm not 100% sure. Aliens are not visiting our planet. The drones that you're seeing in New Jersey right now are domestically made. They're part of some weird government program. This is also considered to be a conspiracy theory because supposedly it's just swamp gas. I literally saw somebody claiming it was hot air balloons the other day. It's not hot air balloons, it's drones. And so on and so on forth. MK Ultra and all of these other things, though, we were correct. Gulf of Tonkin, great example. Now, the Gulf of Tonkin being sunk, a ship gets sunk, and supposedly the Vietnamese attacked it. It was actually scuttled by the U.S. government itself. The Tuskegee experiment, things like that. These turn out, in the end, to actually be true. This is one of those instances. The fact is that we already had all of these images, all of the material from Hunter's laptop that was declared to be Russian disinformation. But the real disinformation was the claim that it was disinformation. The real conspiracy theory was claiming that it was false. They did this for political reasons, by the way. They would have gotten crushed in the 2020 election. There was no possible way they could have won if the public had known the things that they know now. It would never have been possible. But they didn't want Trump back because he's actually anti-establishment. So they decided to scuttle the story like they did the ship in the Gulf of Tonkin that one time. The fact is that Joe Biden objectively lied. He should be impeached, but he won't be. The Republicans don't have the balls, number one, or necessarily even the votes. The Democrats will hold rank, even though they're badly disorganized at the moment, and the Biden family will close rank as well. They'll shut their goddamn mouths about it because they're too goddamn intelligent, maybe evil, but, not necessarily stupid, to actually discuss the subject. And also the clock is running out. The administration is on its way to, the funny farm, so it doesn't really matter at this point. I would point out that Biden is arguably doing more damage to the Democrats on his way out than to the Republicans. I have a feeling that there's a reason for this. Well, come on, man. Corn Pop must have influenced them. You stabbed me in the back, I'm going to stab yours. It's actually a hilarious thing to see. I'm kind of liking Joe Biden a little bit more already, simply because of the way that he's stabbing the entire party in the back, as well as the Harris campaign, on his way out. Did he destroy the economy? Yeah, he helped do that. Is he a piece of shit and a censorious authoritarian bastard? Yeah. But at least he's got one redeeming quality. Give that one to him. Again, my apologies, I'm sick. Got a cold, I don't know. But he lied. Link in the description, archived of course. He objectively lied about the fact that he had met with his business associates of his son. We now have photographic evidence of him having done so. It doesn't get more cut and dry than that. I mean, if this was a legal case, a real one, any competent lawyer would be like, Your Honor, I've literally got the pictures right here. I'm entering them as evidence. And then the judge, because it's the Bidens, the judge would say, well, overruled, I'm not going to enter them into evidence. Probably. That seems to be about what's happening right now. The legal system would crucify this man if he weren't part of the uniparty. He perjured himself. He quite literally perjured himself. They're not going to do jack shit about it, though. To the Republicans out there, of which I am not one, I wouldn't expect any particular reprimand to go to the Biden family. Hunter has been pardoned for literally everything over a span of a number of years. There's a reason for that. It has to do with these business associations. Joe Biden is not going to face any repercussions whatsoever. He's an old man who's sundowning. In a legal case, much like with the case before when he was investigated, what was the eventual finding? Well, you know, he's old and he's not mentally sound, so we can't do anything about it. Well, that would be a great defense, and there's already a legal backdrop to use in a future case. Now, he's sundowning. He's demented. Yeah, he didn't really know what the fuck he was doing. He doesn't even know where he is, so we can't prosecute him. It's an odd legal defense, and it's one that is very, very backwards. It's very, very ethically wrong, and it's one that's not even constitutional. But at the same time, it does form a legal defense. We have to operate pragmatically in order to get things done. I suggest that we get past the Hunter Biden bullshit and focus on trying to improve the United States, because you're never going to get any legal closure on this particular case. It's just not going to happen. Sad, but also at the same time true. People need to acknowledge that. It doesn't matter what's right. It matters what's possible. That's about all. Peace out.